As an ex-gym employee, I am going to react to fitness experts debunk 17 exercise myths. I'm going to let you guys have a chance to guess where I used to work at. Take a wild guess. Why would y'all say Planet Fitness? That's yeah, I used to work. Shit! So as an ex-gym employee, I used to work the front desk and I used to get asked a bunch of questions. It used to be, how do I lose weight? How do I gain weight? How do I lift more? How do I perfect my form more? Why doesn't she call me back? And honestly, I got fed up with all these questions, but I became sort of a fitness expert in this industry. So I'm going to react with this one person and see if we could debunk 17 myths. If I could actually debunk them, because I don't even know if they're right or not. So we're going to get through this little journey with us. 17 exercise myths.
Is that if unused,
muscle
tissue converts into fat.
Unused muscle turns into fat. Alright, so you don't have to be a fucking fitness expert to say that that is wrong. Basic high school fucking chemistry or like whatever biology, there you go, used to tell you that muscle and fat did not correlate at all. Because muscle is a muscle and fat is fat. Let's see if I'm right.
Really important to say that muscle tissue has muscle cells.
Exactly.
They are not interchangeable. By no means is it chemically or physically possible for muscle tissue to convert over to fat and vice versa, fat into muscle. Hi, sir. I'm a clinical athletic trainer at the New York Sports Science Lab in Staten Island, New York.
My name is Angel Gonzalez. I used to be an ex-employee at Planet Fitness.
And he's one of 3 athletic trainers we brought into our studios.
My name's Janelle Mason.
My name is Andy Stern.
To debunk 17 of the most common exercise myths.
Okay. Morning workouts are better. Hey, I've heard a lot of people say morning workouts are better, but honestly, I think any workout is good, no? I feel like it's just the idea that people like that getting up early, they feel like more motivated to do things, but I don't know. I think working out in general is good.
It really depends on your goals. Training fasted in the morning is more conducive to losing fat because when you wake up, you're in a fasted state.
And that means
your body is basically consuming itself. So it's looking at fat storage, it's looking at muscle storage. That's the time where if your goal is to lose weight and just slim down, lean down, that's the best time to optimize that window for training.
But
in terms of effectiveness of training,
you will
general,
be less
I don't
strong.
think it really matters. You just need to make sure that if you are training at night, you are not fatiguing yourself throughout the day.
Exactly. Stretching before a workout prevents injury. Okay, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna be mad. But I highly doubt that this will be a myth. Stretching before a workout is very, very effective in my standpoint. I highly doubt they're gonna say that you should not stretch before.
So when most people think stretching, they're thinking static stretching. You achieve a certain position, you hold that position, and your goal is to increase your range of motion. The problem with that is you can end up really loose. And if you follow that type of stretching with something explosive or something ballistic or something strength-based, you now have a loose tissue or you have a lax joint and you're not going to be able to produce as much force, and you could also potentially lead yourself to being injured because you're not as stable.
You can target specific body
parts.
parts.
One of my favorite is when it's the holidays, right? And you have that aunt or uncle that's just like, hey, I'm just trying to lose it, like right here.
No cap. I met so many people in Planet Fitness that kept on saying, I'm just trying to lose my belly fat. And I was just like, I mean, I see you using the crunch machine, but that's not really gonna like make you just lose fat. You know, you gotta do some running, you gotta do some lifting maybe to lose some weight, but you ain't gonna lose your belly fat just by doing crunches, my guy.
You can't spot reduce the part.
I'm sorry, that's just funny. But I wouldn't be a dick to them. I'll be like, no, like you gotta, actually eat better. You gotta work out better, to lose weight. I'll tell them, like, honestly, I wouldn't laugh at them, okay?
It's not like when I eat a cheeseburger, it's gonna go right to my right hip.
And if you are trying to lower your body fat, cardio isn't...
Cardio burns fat, but HIIT cardio, I heard, burns... Well, I mean, cardio could burn muscle too. Like, you could lose a lot of muscle, supposedly. So let's see.
The best way to do it.
Cardio doesn't burn fat. Cardio burns calories. So if your goal is to lose weight, you want to be in a caloric deficit. So as a part of getting into that caloric deficit, doing cardiovascular exercises is helpful. But if you're not eating a diet, or if you're not monitoring your caloric intake on top of that and making sure that you are in that deficit, no amount of cardio that you do, you can't outrun a bad diet.
And in fact, doing too much cardio can actually be a bad thing.
You lose a lot of muscle.
If all you're doing is cardio with the goal of losing weight, you can start to burn into that muscle tissue. So if you're burning into your lean muscle tissue now, you could actually be slowing down your metabolism. You could be decreasing your bone density, and you could be making yourself weaker. And that's why I think this myth is potentially the most dangerous and damaging one for the general population.
Yup, and there's been a lot of freaking like pictures that shows, dude. That's why marathons, like runners, are super skinny, because they do nothing but running, and running is cardio, and they're fucking skinny. But if you look like to someone that's a sprinter, or like a football player that does a lot of sprints, which is like hit cardio or fast, like little small sections of cardio or increments of cardio, they look muscular, you know, because they're not doing just cardio. They're doing also weightlifting, all that. And like what he said, bro, don't fucking do so much cardio and then just go home and eat like fucking chilaquiles and burgers and shit like that. Like, nah, but like have a little nice little meal plan that you want to do. It could be as simple as, yes, it's a funny joke running around the internet now, just chicken and rice, but maybe make it a little bit fancy. You can put some cauliflower rice, some broccoli. Like, you don't gotta fucking force yourself to eat nothing but just white chicken, you know? But as long as it's better or a healthier option than fucking hamburgers.
But it may not be as common as the belief that
muscle weighs more than fat.
I love this one. One myth I hear all the time is that...
Honestly, I've seen the scale of 1 pound of muscle and 1 pound of fat, and like the fat was this much and the muscle was this much. So I think by area size, no, it would be smaller
muscle
or less
weighs more
weight.
than fat. A pound of bricks weighs the same as a pound of feathers.
Yeah.
So it's not
like
that
the area
muscle
volume
weighs more than fat, it's that muscle is more dense than fat. So in terms of you building muscle, you can add weight on the scale.
Yep.
The scale isn't necessarily the best indicator of progress when we're trying to develop our physique. And oftentimes at first, you can add muscle and the scale will reflect that you're heavier.
Yep.
Over time, understanding that for all the lean muscle you have, you're increasing your resting calories burned per day. That's a long-term sustainable change in your body, as opposed to just doing cardio sessions and going into caloric deficit and starving yourself.
Of course.
Yeah, like, if you guys ever see bodybuilders, most of them are 6 feet, okay? I'll give it to them, they're like 6'3" or something like that. But they weigh like 240, 250. They weigh a lot, and it's because muscle is heavier. Like, I like what he said, it's more dense than fat. So someone else that is like 240 might look out of shape, but that 240 number is very, very, what's that thing called? It's not despicable. Is it despicable? Or it's like some shit like, it's misleading. There you go. Because someone that weighs 230 on the BMI, like let's say 230, 6 feet, he might be obese, but motherfucker could look like Ronnie Coleman, bro, like hella strong, and it's like very misleading. So I think they really gotta fix that BMI scale, but I don't know.
Of course, building muscle isn't just for men.
Women get bulky when they lift,
yeah, they'll bulk up if they start working out, and if that's the look you're going for, I think that's great, because you're doing something that...
Bro, I want all the females to look like fucking power lifters.
you want to do.
Hell no.
If you are working out for general wellness and health, I don't want you to be afraid to lift heavy weights. Exactly. You're not going to get bulky by
You'll
nature.
get muscle
and in
definition,
fact,
though.
Weightlifting is especially important for women.
As we age, we become more prone to getting osteoporosis. So we definitely need to be doing resistance training where our muscles are feeling that stimulation so that the bones nearby can remain strong.
And whether you're a man or a woman, you don't actually need weights at all.
Strength training requires a gym. No, you could do a lot of body movements, no? Like pull-ups, push-ups, squats. It just really depends on how, like, you're gonna be doing more reps, I believe, than normal if you do body weight. But strength training requires a gym.
I mean, the myth being that you have to go to the gym to be doing strength training is crazy, right? Your body is a weight. So
yeah, I'm like,
body weight exercises.
I really am a fitness expert from working at Planet Fitness.
Be able to push up your body, crunch or squat or pull up.
And if it's a six-pack you're after, the muscles themselves...
Crunches will give you six-pack. I talked about this earlier. Tias and tios, bro. Like, doing just crunches are not going to give you a six-pack, bro. This is why I always said this next to my coworkers at Planet Fitness, and they always got mad. 6-packs are not made in the fucking gym. They're made at home, what you eat. 6-packs, everybody has a 6-pack. It just depends. Well, let me stop myself. It really comes to genetics. Some people have horrible 6-packs. Some people have no 6-pack. Or like, The Rock. The Rock doesn't have a 6-pack, but that motherfucker is really cut. But most of the time, you will have a 6-pack underneath like your belly, I would say. But it is made in the kitchen. If they say it's not made in the kitchen, I'm gonna be mad, because it is made in the kitchen. Like, it depends on what you eat and what your diet is.
Aren't even that important.
Getting a 6-pack is not about doing tons of crunches. A lot of it has to do with your nutrition.
And
let's go!
Abs are made in the kitchen. The abs are a muscle.
Abs are made in the kitchen, bro.
Muscle by doing crunches, leg lifts, ice.
I keep on pausing this too much, but that's what I always said. There's this fucking strongman. His name is Eddie Hall. He once said, he's like, they're like, if they're so strong, why don't they have abs? And he was just like, because I want to eat. I want to be strong, not fucking starve myself to death. I was just dying when he said that.
You're essentially building the muscle. So think of it as you're building the
abs are overrated for me.
And then the outside is your body fat. And how do you show off the inside of the car? You've got to reduce that body fat.
Yep.
So sweating a lot means...
Wait, what is it? More sweat, the better the workout? Nah. It depends on your body too, because some people sweat more than others when they just go up a set of stairs, and some people don't even sweat at all, which is kind of scary. But I think that really comes down to the person, huh?
A really great workout is something I hear all the time. Unfortunately, that's not true either. Some people are just naturally more prone to sweating. Some people just...
Dude, why didn't they just hit me up, bro? Why didn't they just call my Planet Fitness and be like, Angel, do you want to be on this fucking video with me? Like, oh my God.
And so it means that you're healthy in your filtration system, but it doesn't necessarily reflect the effectiveness of your workout.
But if you do sweat a lot, how should you replenish?
Electrolytes. I would say electrolytes, bro. Because, I mean, you could drink water too, but I don't know. Let's see.
I would not say that most commercial sports drinks are the most efficient
hell no,
way
not
of
Gatorade.
rehydrating following.
That is one thing I hated about Planet Fitness. The only drinks we offered were water and Gatorade. Maybe if you water the fuck down out of the Gatorade, it will be good for you, but I personally would go for like, I don't know, in Spanish they say suero. Like, it's the fucking electrolyte bottle. Like that,
plain water isn't going to cut it either.
If you're just consuming water too, that's also not the most effective way of hydrating, because hydration is not just water. There's also trace minerals that act as electrolytes, which help with nerve conduction, they help with brain function, they help with muscular contraction.
So if you're looking for the best way to rehydrate post-workout,
it could be very beneficial to add just a dab of pink Himalayan sea salt to water. The pink Himalayan sea salt has over 60 trace minerals, all of which are found naturally in human sweat. So when
before you guys say like, doesn't salt lead to fucking high cholesterol? Like, bro, it's just a pinch of salt. It's like a little bit. Not tampoco fucking make it as salty as the seawater, you know? Like, a little bit of salt. I've heard that before.
Powerade, they may have 4 or 5 different electrolytes in their blends. So they're falling drastically short in terms of overall hydration when it comes to all the minerals in your body.
And after a workout, you should
power down protein post-workout. For me, bro, I would honestly, unless you're doing like some sort of cutting diet, eat a meal, bro. Eat a fucking meal. Don't drink a post-workout protein shake. Eat a meal, bro. Treat your body right, you know? But there's been a lot of people that be like, oh, you guys should sell some protein here at Planet. Like, it's not really useful, bro. Like, I don't know, that's for me.
Eat protein immediately, right? If you already have a protein-rich diet, you don't need to worry so much about downing a protein shake right after your workout.
Now, what you are going to be depleted of, though, especially if you're doing anaerobic exercise, you're going to be depleted of glycogen. Glycogen is the immediate form of energy for muscle contraction, and that comes in way of simple carbohydrates and sugars. So post-training, it's important to replenish that glycogen.
But even if you're fueling muscles with a proper diet, they still need time off.
Just keep going, no breaks. Oh, hell nah. Everybody that has a good physique will tell you that they do not work 7 days a week. They do not work out 7 days a week. A good person would work out 4 to 5 days a week, take 2 days off, and maybe one of those days off, you do nothing but stretches. That would honestly be like the perfect ideal workout routine. But yeah, many people start off doing 7 days a week. I did that 7 days a week, and I fucked up my body. So I learned from experience, but please listen to the people that say this. Do not work out 7 days a week, and please don't fucking try to max out every time you go to the gym. Take it slow, man. Your body does not want to fucking, your body's not a machine. Like, you could be like, oh, Robocop, but no, like, your body needs some fucking break, bro.
Hashtag no days off. The old myth
so
that
bad.
we should not take a day off is an extreme. There's a huge value in letting the muscle repair itself, right? So every time you do, let's go back to the bicep curl. If I'm doing a bicep curl, a small tear is going to happen in my bicep. So the body is going to repair itself because, again, it's a machine and it knows how to survive. And if I continue to do it, I don't have a window of opportunity for the body, the soldiers, to jump in and be like, all right, let's fix this tear, because it's just constantly being worked. So it needs some of that downtime
to recover,
to heal itself.
Especially if you're...
And, I don't know if that's a myth or not, but on your days off, I think it's more of a mental overcome, because many people feel like when they take a day off, their whole the progress is gone. Like, no, it's not. If you work out 5 days a week and you take 2 days off, the numbers are fucking like, it's 5 against 2. Like, you're not gonna get lazy just from taking 2 days off. But the thing is, you gotta make sure to, on those days off, to not just sit down on a chair. Like, actually maybe get up and do some stretches. I'm not saying to go and work out, but like maybe do like a little mini body movement things, like maybe stretch, lunges, squats, whatever, something small that's not gonna overdo your body, unless you hit legs the day before. Then just stretch, just leave it at stretching, my guy.
Sure.
That's a myth for sure. Soreness is a breakdown of muscle tissue.
Yes, TikTok has been blowing this up, bro. When people are like, oh, I worked out good yesterday, why don't I feel sore? Because your body is getting used to it working out, bro. That's the thing. You're not always going to feel sore the next day. Understand that your body's getting used to the movements that you're doing. It is building up muscle by itself. It doesn't want to feel sore anymore. It knows how to target those areas better.
The chemicals released during that breakdown, it's not an indicator of, oh, I'm getting stronger or I'm getting weaker. But if your soreness persists for longer than 72 hours, that could be a sign that you're under-recovering or overtraining. Mm-hmm. 1 month is not enough to undo a lifetime of bad habits. Yep. So it's important to start slow,
I
find the things that you enjoy, find the physical activities that make you feel good, make that a daily habit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no...
Yeah, one thing that many people don't understand is that when you play sports, you're doing a lot of cardio, and people love playing basketball, they love playing soccer, they love playing tennis, like random ass sports. Incorporate that into your workout, bro. Like, you guys don't understand that you could do that. Like, cardio is not just go and run on a treadmill for 5 hours and then call it a day. Like, no, you could go and play soccer, you could go and play basketball, fucking fadeaway jumpers on everybody. Like, dude, do something that's fun, You don't gotta just sit at the Stairmaster or sit in the fucking treadmill and just do that all day. Like, no.
No one-size-fits-all approach.
There are good and bad workouts. For your body, yeah. For your body, there's some good workouts, there's some bad workouts. Like, if someone has shoulder joints that are horrible and, like, they're really bad, they might not be able to do overhead press. But if this guy goes and says, oh, my overhead presses hurt a lot, so you shouldn't do that, like, no. As someone that needs, for someone that's coming into working out, I would say explore, but with light weight. Please do not try to fucking overhead press 2 plates on your first day. Like, no, do it slow, increment weights or whatever on your workouts, and see which ones help you more. Some people will get different pumps, some people will get better pumps in other areas that this person didn't do. So I would say always explore workouts.
There's not one type of movement that you should be doing that is better than the other. Mm-hmm. So if you enjoy dancing, go out and dance. Go out dancing 3 times a week, or do a dance cardio class, or something that gets you moving. If you like to jump on trampolines, do that. I think the best movement for anyone to do is something that they enjoy, because the only way that you're gonna stick to your workout, being a lifestyle for you, is for you to be doing something you enjoy.
Now, luckily for me, bro, working out is fun for me. Like, I love bench pressing, I love squatting, I love doing those random things. But, like, I've always said that when I get my own place or my own gym, I do want to incorporate a sled pushing or whatever, I think, because that looks hella fun for me. Many people might not find it fun, but I find that shit fun. And, yeah. But I think I got almost everything correct on debunking these fitness experts myths. What the fuck? Debunking these 17 myths, exercise myths, there you go. Hey, I'm not bad for just an average Planet Fitness ex-employee Planet Fitness. What the fuck? Am I saying everything wrong? It's not bad for an ex-employee at Planet Fitness. If you guys saw me at my Planet Fitness days, you guys are welcome for being blessed with my knowledge. All right, calm down.